Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you are enjoying your life. May Allah bless us all. Today we are going to study lesson number 3, which is participle and participle phrase. First of all, we'll discuss what is a participle. Actually, there are two types of participles, present participle and past participle. Present participle is ing form of verb and past participle is third form of verb. For example, confusing and breaking, these are ing forms of verbs, so we call them present participles. And confused and broken, these are third forms of verbs, so we call them past participles. Let's discuss what are the functions of these participles. Present participle functions as a verb. For example, here we have going in this sentence. We are going to Italy. So when it works as a verb, it comes after an auxiliary. And here the auxiliary is are. We are going to Italy. So it is functioning as verb. It also functions as an adjective. For example, in this sentence, he stared at me with bulging eyes. So the function of an adjective is to modify a noun. So here, bulging is ing form of verb, which is modifying the noun eyes. So in this sentence, present participle is working as an adjective. Let's discuss the function of past participle. Again, it has the same functions. It functions as a verb. Here in this sentence, she decided to go to Italy. She decided is third form of verb, which is coming after auxiliary had. So it is functioning as a verb in the sentence. It also functions as an adjective. For example, in this sentence, the pavement was covered with broken glass. So broken is adjective here, third form of verb. How it is adjective? Because it is modifying the noun glass. So it is an adjective. Let's discuss participle phrase. Before discussing participle phrase, let us revise what is a phrase. A phrase is a group of words. A group of words which does not have any finite verb. Finite verb means which tells you a tense. The tense means that either the sentence is in present tense or in past tense or in future tense. It is a group of words which does not have any finite verb. So let's see what is a participle phrase. A participle phrase begins with a present or past participle. It often includes objects and or modifiers and functions as an adjective. So a phrase which starts with ing form of verb or it starts with third form of verb is called present participle or past participle respectively. And including that present participle and past participle, it has some modifiers as well, which actually make the group of words. And that phrase acts as an adjective. Now let's see an example. Listening to music. So here in this sentence, listening to music, this is a present participle phrase. It is starting with a participle, present participle, and it has modifiers as well. Listening what? Listening to music. So altogether it is becoming present participle phrase. Here you can observe that there is a comma. Can you see? After the participle phrase there is a comma. So it's very important to remember that after the participle phrase you need to put a comma. So listening to music, she walked briskly down the street. Let's see another example. So the first example is of present participle phrase because it is having ing form of verb. Second example is of past participle phrase. Here, surrounded by the close friends. So here, this phrase is starting with a past participle and it has some modifiers by the close friends. So surrounded by whom? By the close friends. And after that, there is a comma as well. Surrounded by the close friends, Jane enjoyed her birthday party. So here this is past participle phrase. Let's do an activity and I hope when we'll do this activity the concept will be clearer to you. Combine the following sentences using participle phrases as exemplified. First sentence is Sandy was chosen by the selection committee. First sentence. And the other sentence is she felt extremely honored. Now we have to merge these two sentences using any participle phrase. So how we are going to decide that which participle phrase we have to make, either present participle phrase or past participle phrase. So in this sentence, if you could see which participle is there, chosen. Third form of verb is given, which is past participle. So selecting this, the phrase will start from this chosen and then the rest are the modifiers by the selection committee. So we'll pick this up, this phrase, and we'll bring this phrase in the start like this, chosen by the selection committee. And then we'll put a comma after that. Now we have to decide the subject. Now Sandy is the actual subject. So we'll write Sandy after the participle phrase and then we'll just complete this sentence. Sandy felt extremely honored. Chosen by the selection committee, Sandy felt extremely honored. Let's see another example. She was talking to her friend and forgot everything around her. So, can you see here? Sorry, it's talking to her friend. Talking is here present participle, ing form of verb, and the rest are the modifiers. We have picked this phrase and we'll bring this phrase in the start of the sentence and then we'll put a comma. Talking to her friend, comma, and then we'll just add the appropriate subject which is given here, that is she. She forgot everything around her. This is participle phrase. We have wrote it in the start. Okay, let's see another example. They are vegetarians and do not eat meat. So here we cannot see any present participle, we cannot see any past participle, but we can see an auxiliary. In this case, when we do not have any present participle and past participle in the sentence, so we have to pick the auxiliary and we have to change this auxiliary into being. And then the modifiers will write down being vegetarians, comma, they don't eat meat. So I hope now you can combine two sentences to make by using participle phrases. So step number one is that you have to see that if there is any participle, present or past participle, and if there isn't any participle given in the sentence, there must be an auxiliary. So you have to pick that with the modifiers and you have to bring that phrase in the start. After the phrase you have to put a comma and then the appropriate subject you have to write and then add the second sentence in that. So this is how you can just join two sentences using participle phrase. Now here is the activity which is given in your worksheet, because I'm going to send a worksheet to you along with the lecture. This exercise you have to do in that worksheet. If You can take a print, that is wonderful. If you can't, it's okay. You can do this activity on your practice notebooks. Just put the sentence number and then complete the sentence and send that image to your teacher. And here you can see that combine the following sentences by adding a participle phrase as exemplified. So Sandy was chosen by the selection committee, full stop. She felt extremely honored. These are two sentences. So when we are going to combine these sentences using participle phrase, we'll make it chosen by the selection committee, Sandy felt extremely honored. Now you can see that rest of the sentences you have to complete yourself. Half of the sentence is given, only you have to add the participle phrase. Hope you can do it well. If there is any ambiguity left, you can ask that. You can just freely ask that thing from your teacher, and you can send the image of this activity after solving it to your teacher for grading. So best of luck and Allah Hafiz.